as you may or may not know, I am running up Ben Nevis 7 times in 24 hours in June this year, and it's going to be fun and it's going to be crazy, but we've got to train for it. Okay, so this is another training run. About a month ago, just over a month ago, I done Ben Nevis ascent on a local hill. I actually done a little bit more because my calculations were off, but that's all good in the hood because it's good training, you know, it's good training. So tomorrow morning I've got another run planned, and this time I plan to reach the elevation of Machu Picchu, which is 2,500 metres, just below 2,500 metres, but I'm going to hit 2,500 plus. Okay, so yeah, quite a bit of elevation. The hill I've chosen is quite short in distance, so it's going to be a lot of power hiking, and looking forward to it. So I just thought I'd quickly share with you guys what I've got here tonight. This is actually the night previous to doing the run, so I thought I would share with you my preparation process here. I've been spending the last little while just prepping. So I've got all my running stuff laid out here. I've got my warm jacket, I've got my running leggings, my shorts, all my stuff, my socks, all laid out, ready to go. Because when I'm getting up at whatever time, 4 or 5 in the morning, I don't want to be messing around trying to find pairs of pants and stuff, you know. So it's all there, it's all ready to go. That's that out the way, okay? There we go. I've got to change the socks here as well, by the way. Always a good idea to have a change of socks just in case. And here I've got my bag, okay? This is my bag of tricks, I like to call it. So in here I've just got, this is a great idea, by the way. I'm not claiming that this is a great idea that I came up with. This is just common sense, but it's a great idea to do if you're into any kind of running adventures or stuff where you have to go somewhere and do like mountaineering, for example. Okay, so I've got a bag and it's full of everything that I might possibly need. I even got like a first aid kit in here. I've got ski goggles, I've got a waterproof jacket, I've got spare hats, spare gloves, I'll tell you what I've even got in here, check this out, I've got a whole roll of toilet roll because that's always going to come in handy. I've got like various maps and stuff from my usual routes that I do. I've got an emergency bag in here, and all this stuff, it just stays in this bag, and then when I'm prepping the night before, I'll take my actual bag I'm going to be running with. So I'm using my Patagonia, I can't remember the name of the bloody, what is it? Ultra endurance, no, it's not ultra endurance, high endurance kit, I can't remember. Anyway, it's a good bag, this, anyway, it's a good bag. And so I'll put whatever I need in here. So if it's going to rain tomorrow, which is not, I would stuff my waterproof jacket in there now. I'll get my bottles filled up with water. I'll do that in the morning, actually. I'll just stick them in the morning. It takes 2 secs. And then whatever else I need in my bag, I'll just place in there. So that's my bag of tricks. And then I've got a big bag of shoes here, okay? So I've actually got 4 different pairs of trail running shoes in there for tomorrow because I don't know when I get out there. I'm running up and down the same hill, so I've got the convenience here in this training of being able to have these shoes sat in the car if I need to change shoes, like I did. If you go back and watch the Ben Neveresting Largo video from last month, I had to change shoes because the grip was just not enough when I was wearing the Ultras, first of all, and the grip on these was just not cutting it for the terrain, so I had to change into these bad boys where, yeah, okay, they're a narrower shoe, not the best for foot health perhaps, but see, to be honest, actually my feet felt okay. They have got a reasonably wide toe box, these X-Talon 255s, yeah. So there you go. I've got a variety of shoes in there to use. So I'll have that with me as well. And then I've got my nutrition bag here. So I've got a bag with just like a waterproof bag that I can also use if it's raining and I'm going on a long hike or a long run. I've actually got a couple of waterproof bags in there. I've got various like naked bars. I've got some gels in there and stuff that I may or may not use. To be honest with you, I'll probably just mostly subside on whole foods. So I've got a box of medjool dates here. I'll grab a couple of bananas from downstairs. I'll stick them in as well. And then that's it, guys. That's pretty much my prep. So I will see you in the morning. Toodle pip for now. Good morning, guys. Good morning. And I just thought I'd, before I set off here, I would show you the hill. So if you look above my head, that is the hill I'm going up. It doesn't look much from here, to be honest. I go up this path just next to that bin there, and then up through the woods and up to the top of there. It doesn't look much from here at all. Let me see if I can get you a better angle. There she is. There she is. She looks very small in the camera, I must say, but I guarantee you, she's fairly mean in stature. So it's not a huge hill, but for what it lacks in size, it makes up for in steepness. She's a steep one, all right. I'll show you the steps on the way up. Just finishing my my morning coffee and just getting my mind prepped here. 8 ascents is going to be just over 2,500 meters. So it's only 8 miles. But we're focusing today on building strength, mainly. Hiking strength is my main thing. There's going to be a bit of running, obviously downhill's going to be running, and there are some sections where I'll do a run uphill, but a lot of it's going to be hiking. And it's really, at this stage, I've still got months and months of training to do, so it's not so specific for doing the Ben Nevis Everesting. It's quite general in terms of just getting the legs strong, getting the mind strong, having a good time, having fun out here, having a great day, and that's it. Up, up, up we go to the top of Machu Picchu. It's a really steep hill this, so it's a challenge to keep the heart rate down. Try to keep the heart rate below 140. Definitely below 150. Don't want to be going above 150 at any time, so if I need to just stop for a second and enjoy the view, well, wow, these views are unreal, look at this. The camera doesn't do it justice, but I'm surprised actually the air quality today is much better than I thought it would be. It was meant to be cloudy, and it is cloudy, but the air clarity is amazing. I can see Shahalia in the distance, I can see all the highlands. Just try and focus in there for you, get my head out of the way. Probably, yeah, not worth even trying on the camera, but amazing. Over here we've got, can you see in the background, just there, that's Largo Law. That's the hill I done last month 7 times. I'm going to say that was probably harder than what I'm doing today, but that was a bit of an overreach, and overreaching can sometimes be more detrimental than beneficial. So in training we want to have a steady progress. We want to have steady progress all the time. We don't want to have to train so hard or race so hard that we either get injured or overly fatigued and can't then continue our training curve. We want to be going up most of the time, just coming down a little bit when we're resting or recovering. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's not about absolutely hammering myself today. It's going to be tough, I'm pretty sure. 2,500 metres of elevation is not going to be a walk in the park, but it's a walk in a lovely place. Look at this. Wow. And let me just try and, yeah, that's how steep it is. I don't know if you can tell how steep it is, but look, there's my, yeah, there we go. Look, that's the camera is horizontal now. Okay, there's the horizontal camera, so you can get an idea as to how steep it is. Anyway, first one down almost. Let's get to the top. That's the warm-up complete. So about 25 minutes with a lot of faffing around, taking it really easy, toilet break. I reckon we're looking at 30 minutes on ascent, which is pretty good going. But I am going to be doing some other things at the bottom when I get back down, so I'll explain that when I get back down. But first, check out this view. Whoa. Unbelievable. I have no idea why the sun is rising in the west today instead of the east. If any of you weather experts can enlighten me. Oh, look at that, what? You can see the Pentlands. I don't know if you can see that there. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Oh, I'm just gonna take this in for a minute and we'll see you at the bottom. Whoop, whoop. A good old banana, the most powerful tool a runner can ever use. So, just go to the bottom there to my little base camp that I've got set up. So each time I get down, start my timer, I want to try and be as quick as I can. So, doing a bit of research on Everesting, and a lot of time gets wasted in the breaks. People stopping for food. So I'm going to eat on the move. I'm not going to stop to eat anything. And this is the plan on the Ben Nevis day as well. No breaks. There's no time for breaks. I need to be doing 3 hour average ascents. I mean 3 hours average ascent and descent. So I'm looking at 2 hours up the Ben, 1 hour down. That gives me a 21 hour window of moving time. This gives me a 3 hour window of toilet breaks, change socks, change clothes, whatever. I need to slow down a bit. Hear the breath going there, that's key. I don't even need to look at my heart rate monitor. I know my heart rate right now is at about 151 beats because I'm starting to struggle to talk. So I'm just going to slow it down a bit. I'm only hiking, but man, whew, this is steep. This is steep. So set the timer each time. That was a minute there at the base camp to get a banana, drink of water, take some clothes off, it's warming up. So here we go, round 2. Woo-hoo! So I passed a couple of guys round about here on the way down. It's about halfway-ish, and don't have the race head on, but how to keep it slow. I've no idea what their heart rates are at, but I know mine's is at 150 right now, so just going to slow it down. Although these devices, man, I tell you what, don't rely on them too much because you've got an inbuilt mechanism. Listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Listen to your breath. You can get it. If you're going to use a heart rate as a metric, I recommend getting a good heart rate strap. But really, I think it's overrated. I think it's overrated. Right, let's see if I can catch these dudes. Okay, so that was 3 minutes that time, so that's a bit long to be honest. I need to be keeping those breaks a bit quicker, but I just realised I've done some miscalculations again. Math was never my strong point. Should have paid attention in school. I calculated 8 miles because the hill is 8 miles in length. I'm doing 8 times. See if you can figure that one out. I'll give you a moment. Yeah, 16 miles, not 8. Oh, good mileage. Number five, we're getting there. Still plenty of strength in the legs. It's a good sign. I want to chat a little bit about the training method the outline of the training plan I'm using here for this Ben Neveresting challenge. So what I'm doing today, right, and what I done up Largo Law last month, short hill efforts, keeping the heart rate low. It's mainly strength building for both the legs, the aerobic system, and the mind. More than anything, the mind. Just going up and down the same hill. Now I'm using little tricks here, recording videos, doing my Instagram stories, taking pictures, talking to people on the way up and down, eating, focusing on eating, drinking at certain points, taking in the wonderful views, you know. All these things are key. Just need to keep the pace down. And so the bigger picture, right, these are short hill efforts just now. They're not that specific. Ben Nevis is over 10 miles long. This is a mile long, okay? Now Ben Nevis is only 1,343 metres high, okay? I think, could be wrong. Maths is not my strong point, remember. And so it's not quite as steep. There are steep parts, but a lot of it's going to be like this and quite runnable. So as my training progresses, hopefully as the restrictions ease up and we can travel a bit further afield, I'll be heading up here. Look, heading up here. Oh, can't really see them, to the mountains in the background. And once I get up to the mountains, we're talking longer efforts there. So we'll be doing repeats up and down big mountains. Okay, so this is key progression, specific progression in the training. There's no point in going out and absolutely hammering myself right now with crazy mountain climbs. Well, you could do that, but this, in my opinion, is more beneficial. These shorter efforts at this point, and then progressing up to the longer ones. Okay, so as the months roll by, we'll hopefully get into bigger mountains, and eventually we'll be doing the biggest run, which I'm thinking will be probably to base camp, which is like 5,000 and odd metres, I think. That'll be sometime in May. So I'll probably do like Schiehallion, hopefully. However many times it takes, it's probably going to be about 6 times up Schiehallion or something like that to achieve that. So there we go. That's the kind of outline of the main plan. Everything else is just keep running every day where possible. Easy miles, get the elevation in, hill sprints once a week. Not much intense workouts, not much lactate threshold work. A bit just before the event to really boost the fitness up, but it's not a race. It's not a race to the finish. It's an endurance event. There is a time, 24-hour clock ticking, but that is not by any means going to be fast running. It's going to be steady grinding. And anyway, you can't grind up these hills. You know, you can't grind up them. They'll just beat you down. The mountains just beat you down. Hill running. Anybody who's aspired to be a hill runner and finds it hard to run up hills, you got to flow with the mountains. Up and down. You got to flow with the terrain. Anyway, up we go. Number 5. Let's do it. Only 3 more to go. Three to go. Well, actually, pretty much 2 to go. I'm almost at the top again. Just, oh man, just past an old man there on the way down and the way up. Probably in his like 80s, probably. Wow, so inspirational, you know. It just shows you like age is a number. It's how you look after your health and how you feel is the determinant of what age you are. The number is irrelevant. The number of years you've lived is not a determinant. So inspirational. So inspirational. I wish I've got some footage for you guys. And anybody that follows me on Instagram will see on the stories that he's there. And it's just got me buzzing, you know. I've had some doubt in my mind about this Ben Neveresting challenge. It's a challenge, you know. Nobody's done it before in 24 hours. That's the whole point though, I guess. That's the whole point, but that doubt now has just been dissolved after seeing that guy run up and down this mountain, passing people that are younger than me. You know, people that are younger and should be healthier than me are being passed by an old man. And it just shows you, you know, human potential is unlimited. It's incomprehensible how much power we hold within. Okay, so according to Garmin, I have reached Machu Picchu. According to my calculations, I've got 1 more rep to do after this. So what do? Do I quit? Call it a day? Legs are feeling okay. No, the quitter's mind has no place in the hill runner's mind. The quitting mind cannot exist. So, instead, I'm going to push it a bit harder. We're going to go zone 3 for the last 2 reps. Pushing a little bit more, as you can tell. So, there we go. A bit of a recovery week after this. So why not, eh? Why not? Oh man. I'll tell you what, the views only get better each time. Really chuffed with that last ascent there. That set 8 done. I felt a spring in the legs. I felt good. I didn't feel too much fatigue. Actually more mental fatigue than physical fatigue, which is what I said earlier. It's more about training the mind here. So, fucking hell, pushed it a little bit on that last one. Maybe a little bit too hard, but you know, it's fun. It's fun. So there we go. That's it. Machu Picchu in a bit. Hashtag leg day. Hashtag quadzilla. Hashtag time for the final descent down. Look, they made it up pretty fast there. Good effort. Good effort there. Oh man. Don't forget to cool down now. Just at Pillars of Hercules organic farm here. Getting some produce in. Got a bit of soup and a bit of orange fruitcake as well. So gonna get that in me, get home. Oh, and then rest and recovery. That's it. That's it. Keep the legs moving. Active recovery, all about active recovery. So, yeah, good morning. 1:20. Might go for a nap this afternoon, I think. Yeah. What would I say about the run then? The shoes. Not the biggest fan of the Lone Peak 5s. They're good, but there's better options out there. There's definitely better options. I prefer the Lone Peak 4s. You know what? I think everything went well. The nutrition went really well. I was eating every 40 minutes or so. Had a banana, had a couple of naked bars, had some sugar water, had a double espresso Unived gel. I think that was about it. Oh, and a jam cornbread sandwich, of course, from Birchwood Emporium, the cornbread, delish. The last two ascents, especially the last one, I pushed it pretty hard. I was feeling good. I pushed it pretty hard. That was not part of the plan. I was meant to be keeping the heart rate really low. So I don't regret doing that, but I may feel that for the next few days in the legs. But I've got a bit of a recovery week coming anyway. So it's a fine balance between pushing yourself so hard that you're fatigued and you can't actually recover quick enough to then train again and keep progressing in your training, or taking it too easy where you're actually not even really progressing that much anyway. It's a fine line. It's a fine balance, that balancing act, and I'm happy with the way I done it. I didn't push it hard throughout the whole run until the last ascent, and then I pushed it pretty hard, but I was feeling good. I had a spring in my step, and that's a really good sign. I mean, that's 4.5 hours of relentless, steep hill climbing, and my legs felt good, so that is a good sign. And that's on the end of a 50-60 mile week as well, so not too shabby. Happy with that. So moving forward now, recovery week, so I'm going to drop the mileage down to about maybe 30 miles, 40 miles this week max. Mostly flat, easy running, focusing on recovery, plenty of massage work, foam rolling, stretching, maybe do some cycling, maybe some mountain biking, you know, give the legs a bit of a break, give the tendons a bit of a break, and then we'll be building back up again. So by then we'll be rolling into the end of March, start of April. I'll have to look for another mountain to climb. Hopefully April things are going to start opening up, and I'll be able to get some really good videos for you guys up in the mountains, because don't get me wrong, it's beautiful there today, as you saw, but I've got some beautiful places I can share with you guys here on this YouTube channel, and I really want to do that. And I'm going to get home now. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please be brutal with your comments. Tell me what you think is good and bad about these videos. Do you enjoy me talking about, like right now, ranting on? Do you enjoy the bits where I'm filming the actual running? Tell me what you think. Please share it with anybody you think is interested. Please check out the description below. There's links in there to my other social medias, but also mainly there's a link to Friends of the Earth for my Ben Neveresting challenge page. So if you'd like to donate to that, if you can spare a penny or two, that'd be much appreciated. Every little penny counts. You know, these people, Friends of the Earth, are doing a great thing for the planet. They're really trying hard to make change, but we have to support them in doing so. We have to understand that where our money goes is where the world goes. Okay, so I'm here at Pillars of Hercules. I'm buying organic produce. I'm doing what I can. I'm not perfect. We don't have. It's not about being Mr. Perfect. I'm in a car, so I'm driving today, right? It's not about being Mr. Perfect. It's about doing what you can in the current climate. Small steps, small changes, diet, lifestyle. You know, there are things we can all do. Where was I going with that? Yeah. So please support them if you can. Please support anyone who's doing crazy challenges like me. And please like, share and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be bringing out more videos. Check out my other videos as well. I don't just do running up hills and down hills. I do videos on recovery and injury prevention. I'm going to do more videos on maybe running shoes and running gear reviews. I'm gonna start pumping some content into this channel. So please let me know if you want to see anything, and I'm going to stop rambling on now. Catch you all laters.